Welcome to My Words Are My Voice, the unspoken words from non-speaking or minimally speaking individuals within the autism community. My name is Rich. I'm just a dad and happen to have a New York accent. The words you'll be listening to come from writings from smart, intelligent, and insightful individuals who point one letter at a time on a letterboard, a stencil board, a keyboard, iPad, or any other type of electronic device. And these individuals who have this ability to communicate, simply put, need to be respected and recognized for who they truly are, smart and intelligent. And we need to honor that. And when we do, this world becomes a far better place. Welcome back and Happy New Year once again. This podcast is all about birthdays, which I know we can all relate to. And of course, for those of us who are fortunate to still have them, the importance and the way we celebrate and the meaning of these are different and vary from person to person. And it's no different for the very small percentage, which I believe is less than 1% of the non-speaking autistic individuals that have learned to communicate on a letterboard or an electronic device by tapping one letter at a time. However, what you'll be listening to for the next 11 minutes, I'm sure will surprise you, if not also move you and give you a better understanding of who these individuals are. Quick fact before we get going. The CDC has stated that 30 to 50% of these individuals have seizures. Yet another challenge. On to our writings. First up is Alex from Long Island, New York, and working with his mom using the rapid prompting method known as RPM, which was brought into the country well over 30 years ago by a woman named Soma. And for so many of the parents whose kids are using the RPM method, we're so very, very thankful for giving our kids their lives and their voices back. So thank you, Soma. So working with his mom, Alex taps one letter at a time on the letterboard, and the question that was posed to him was, what would you like to spend your birthday money on? Alex replies, Mom, does Soma need money? Mom replies, well, she has a foundation that she does great things with. Do you want to give your birthday money to the foundation? Alex taps one letter at a time with the following response. Yes, Mom. My whole world began with her, my friends, my girlfriend. My parents understand me now. My universe opened up. Please send her my money. Alex, wow. Thank you for sharing that. And yes, as you know, your parents did send that money to Soma's foundation. And what I find quite remarkable with your writings is your generosity, your goodness, and your kindness, which again is a great example for all of us. Alex, thank you so much. Keep them coming. Next up is Ryan Brunner, a student from Reach Every Voice out of Maryland, working with his communication partner, Miranda, using facilitated communications with an iPad. He taps out the following. This past August, I turned 16. I celebrated with my family on vacation at the beach. I love the beach, so it felt extra special. But after having such a rough year at school, I was really excited for a fresh start. Having teachers and parents who believe in my abilities is the best gift a non-speaker can have. I'm hopeful what's to come and looking forward to turning 17 years old. Older and wiser is my goal. Thanks, Ryan, and welcome back to the podcast, and happy belated birthday. And I love the beach as well, but I think what strikes me is the fact that you already have a goal in mind, and I believe that makes you wiser. Thanks again. Keep the writings coming. Next, and joining the podcast for the very first time, is Ryan from Virginia. And welcome to the podcast, my friend. Great to have you. And using the letterboard and tapping one letter at a time while working with his mom, he writes, I really like my birthday. My birthday is on International Autism Day, which does not define who I am. I am always Ryan before autism. The birthday that I remember most was when I turned 18 and I was able to vote. The glance of others looking at me assuming that I wasn't able to make a sound judgment on those who could make a difference for me. I cast my vote at my first school. The school where they didn't think I knew what prepositions were or could understand the thousands of picture cards they placed in front of me. That day was a full circle, glorious moment for me. I really cherish my right to vote. Ryan, thank you. That's pretty impressive, and what I walk away with is your commitment. Your commitment to do something so very important to you as a citizen of the United States. I totally respect that, and I think others do as well. That is absolutely awesome. You also show your commitment to demonstrate your intelligence. That is the key. Ryan, thank you so very much. Keep on writing, my friend. Next up is my friend Ethan Tucker, another student out of Reach Every Voice in Maryland, and working with his communication partner, Miranda. He taps out on the letterboard the following. I was born a summer baby on June 15th. I don't have a particular birthday that stands out to me, but I can say, as a 22-year-old, my life keeps improving. With the gift of communication, I have a greater control over my life. I have an enjoyable social life and a chance to attend college. Hopefully, the rest of my 20s will remain the same. Ethan, as always, love your writings, and thanks for pointing out the significance of how important communication is and how it's improved your life. And absolutely, I believe through these podcasts, these writings will improve others as well. Thanks for being that light. Next, my son Richie. So he wrote this when he was 22 years old. He's actually 28 right now. And what's really interesting here is that on this particular day, his birthday, we decided to invite a very close neighbor of ours along with their daughter. And through the years, they have been tremendous support for our family. We're so lucky to have great neighbors. So they attended a session where Soma was Richie's communication partner. And Richie, in a 45-minute session, taps out the following. I'd like to talk about aging gracefully with autism. Thank you as always. This is a great way to spend my birthday. So many of us don't have the ability to have our voices heard, so it's extra special to speak some feelings and wisdom on my birthday.
Getting older is hard for everyone. Now add autism and it's downright scary. It's difficult not to compare myself to my siblings or peers. Most people my age are graduating college or starting new careers. Some are even in serious relationships with thoughts of marriage. I go on a school bus again. Comparing to others is inevitable, but also toxic. It's easy to perseverate on what I'm lacking. I have many struggles, but if I spent my time only thinking of what I don't have, it would be impossible to get out of bed in the morning. And at this point, my wife actually asks Richie a question if he'd like to do more volunteering because the previous week he had done so. And Richie responds with the following. Yes, I wanted to get that in my message. I'm hoping to focus on my gifts. I can make other people smile. I can help those in need. I love volunteering. I have an awesome personality, even through my stimming. Some would say I'm drop-dead gorgeous. Ladies love me, and I'm surrounded by the gift of a loving family. I'm still a lucky guy to a great year. Richie, thanks. Love your humility. Ha ha. But I do appreciate your candor. Love you, buddy. Next up is Luke Gilmore from Long Island, New York, who actually wrote this about his birthday last year while he was working with his communication partner, Judy Chinitz, from Mouth to Hand Learning Center in Mount Kisco, New York. He taps out the following and he titles this, Birthday Reflections, January 30, 2023. 23 years are done and good riddance. These years were my sentence for crimes I did not commit. Crimes of murder are less harshly punished. I was locked in a box that looked just like me. There was no way out, trapped, suffocating, hopeless. Today, fresh starts. These years ahead are like a road that weaves through the ever-changing landscape of years. It dips and it rises, it curves and it straightens. I can walk the road in freedom. I can feel the rain and the warmth of the sun. I can meet the others walking their own roads intersecting mine. I can meet them and they can meet the real me who walks his road in freedom. Fresh starts today. Luke, thank you. What's so very apparent in your writings is how very important spelling and communicating is, and what it's meant to you, your family, and your friends. Keep communicating. Good years clearly ahead for you, my friend. Next is Jake from Long Island, New York. And he is in his early 30s and only really started communicating and using the RPM method consistently over the last year and a half, 2 years. And tapping one letter at a time, he enjoys a truly special birthday. And why is that? Well, because travel, which he's decided to do on his birthday, presents many challenges, not only for Jake, but many of these individuals, as well as family members and many of their support staff. So one of those examples might be a crying baby, which he happened to deal with during his trip. So Jake is asked, what do you want to do for your birthday? and his response is the following: give me some ideas. I'm really excited to spend my birthday with people I love. So, Jake was offered a choice whether to go to Nashville on a plane or go to Boston by way of Amtrak. And he encountered on his birthday trip many, many challenges. Here's his response to, Jake, how was your birthday? Wording in such full disclosure of my own inner strength makes most promises in mind. Trip of a lifetime. Love traveling. Jake, thanks for sharing your experience and for allowing our audience to understand what it's like for many non-speaking autistic individuals, what it's like to travel. And I would say you've got to be proud of the fact that you conquered many of those challenges, right? And I'm certain you're looking forward to more travel. Thanks again. Keep your writings coming, my friend.
In closing, I'm sure you would agree that these writings are nothing less than pure goodness and honesty, something that this world needs a lot more of. And they're great examples. These individuals are great examples for all of us. We need more of their thoughts. We need more of their ideas. We need you folks to help get more of these letterboards and electronic devices in front of them. We also need to continue to recognize and respect these individuals for who they are. And when we do, this world becomes a better place. That's it. Till next time.
Bye bye.